Monaco Diamond League went down. A bunch of stuff happened. I kind of went through a bunch of the events, what I thought was most notable. I think first thing I want to talk about is that men's 1500. Timothy Cheruiyot wins convincingly from the gun, runs 3:28, number 7 all time. Jacob Ingebrigtsen, who we would say is a Tokyo favorite right now, gets third in the race. But we just saw a man run the world lead, number 7 all time for Kenya, and he's not on the Olympic team. What is going on? Like, that is incredible. We talk about stars not making Olympic teams on the American side, but we might see the situation on the Kenyan team. First of all, what was your reaction to Cheruiyot's race? Beating what is a really good field. You could argue it's an Olympic field minus a couple guys with that win, and then ultimately juxtaposed. That's not the right word. With the fact that he's not going to the Olympics as of right now.
Is that okay? So you need to catch me up a little bit. I know he finished 4th at the Kenyan trials. The good news is Athletics Kenya is notoriously finicky with their process, so it always leaves open a possibility. When is the deadline that they have to announce their entries? Like, when is this officially happening for Athletics Kenya?
So I'm not sure the exact deadline, but I do know that they named the top 3 guys at their trials to the team. There was reports that one of their guys, I forget who it was, one of the younger guys, technically didn't pass like the doping protocols. Not that he tested positive or anything, but he didn't like take enough classes. He's like, oh, you didn't do enough classes and enough out of competition tests. But he's like 19.
Tim Cherry's
like,
his team on it.
It's like they might be able to kick one out on a technicality and then put Cheruiyot in. God. Cheruiyot was asked, hey, are you going to be on the Kenyan team after this race? And he said, I hope so. I don't know yet, but this week I'll know. That comes from Nick Zaccardi. Yeah. I guess we'll find out this week. I think maybe Athletics Kenya is going to be like, hey, man, he just beat Ingebrigtsen. He just ran 3:28. He can win the Olympics. We should kind of let's be hypocrites and take one of the kids off and put Cheruiyot on.
I mean, absolutely put him on the team. I mean, it looked like the Timothy Cheruiyot of forever. I mean, that just looked like that's how Tim Cheruiyot runs, stalks the Pacers, and then dominates the last couple laps. I actually didn't know that 3:28.28, which was his time, was a personal best. I mean, he's according to time, he's the fittest he's ever been. Now we'll see if he makes the Olympics, if he's can go through the rounds as well as he did in Doha, but absolutely should be on the team. This Athletics Kenya should not fumble this ball. I know that, if Athletics Kenya was trying to use a US-based model of the top 3, it seems like they're semi going to that system, but it's never for certain, then he wouldn't be on the team. But I hadn't heard that news that you said that there may have been some anti-doping protocols not fulfilled by the 3rd place finisher. If there's any doubt that's already out there, I think we can say that Timothy Cheruiyot's going to be on the team. He crossed the line and looked more relieved and thrilled than just the product of him winning Monaco. The guy's won Monaco before. He's run 3:28 before. Heck, he's won a world title. He has not won an Olympic title. And today I saw a guy crossing the line that looked like he knew that if he fared well today, he was going to be on the Olympic team. Obviously, he's not going to come out and say it, but I will truly be stunned if he's not named to the Olympic team. The 1500 is one of the best events in track and field. It brings with it a ton of legacy when you talk about guys like Hisham El Garouj, Asbel Kiprop, guys who have won Olympic gold medals. Cheruiyot has that chance to represent Kenya when Kenya, let's admit they're kind of down in some other events, no Kipruto. Who knows what can happen in the 5 and the 10, but the fact is they need his performance. They just don't know. I don't know where else on the men's side they're pretty secure, or at least have a very good shot to get a gold medal as far as the distance races. But I can tell you for sure that the 1500, if they have Timothy Cheruiyot, they get that best shot. And he showed that today. He worked Ingebrigtsen. Honestly, Gordon, I didn't know the guy in 2nd place from Spain in a t-shirt. I'd never heard of that guy. Who was that?
Yeah, I didn't hear this.
Katir?
That's what Monaco brings out, random dudes who can come in and just throw down an incredible PB. He's born in 1998, so he's only 2 years older than Ingebrigtsen. I never heard of him. I don't know what his other PBs are, but 328. I mean,
Well,
I have a feeling
cut his
that's not
PB
going to
by
hold
5
up.
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to hold
He
up.
had run
At the Olympic
333
level.
before. Yeah.
I think Monaco is just like this weird race where just where you go to get your PB, and the order really isn't indicative of what will happen in a championship style race.
Sure. No.
So,
yeah.
I mean, he ran 336 in 2020. Well, look at that improvement. 337, 336, and 328. Boom.
That's pretty good. It would be suspicious if he wasn't so young. He's obviously very young, so it just looks to me like a breakout. But yeah, that's not bad. Mr.
I do want to say
Katir. Go ahead.
One thing about the take of put Cheruiyot on the Olympic team, Cheruiyot, sorry. Us Americans, we're kind of all coming off as kind of like these little hypocrites, right? Because we love our Olympic trials and it's top 3 and you're in, right? But for other countries, we're like, no, don't do top 3. Let Cheruiyot in. Like we don't want you to follow the rules that we love. We want you to break the rules. Because like if this was the other way around and say, I mean, Donovan Brazier's hurt, but say Donovan wasn't hurt and he got 4th, just happened to have a bad race.
Yeah.
Would Americans be like being like put Donovan Brazier on the team, or would we be like, no, top 3? It's like one of those weird things. We want other countries to like go against their own rules because we don't really care about their order of operations. We just I think it's kind of interesting, right? Like that we're like, screw over your 3rd place finisher at Kenyan trials. We want Cheruiyot.
We're in the US, we're just so plush with stars, and we've had this Olympic trials formula for so long that we know it's seal proof, or not seal proof, but it's sealed. It's, it doesn't matter if the world record holder, stumbles in a race, it's over for them. I mean, that's just the way it rolls. However, in other countries, they kind of have what I think of as the Usain Bolt rule, when maybe they don't have as many stars, but if they have a few, and especially one like, let's say, as big as Usain Bolt, yeah, I don't care if he false starts in the Jamaican final. The dude was always going to make the Olympic team because it would be a detriment to the country's athletic program if something was to happen to that. U.S. has so many stars, it doesn't matter. Even if Sadie McLaughlin fell in the final, it would have been harsh on USATF just as an image overall to not have somebody that good in their at the Olympic Games, but we also have tons of other stars. That's not the case. Kenya normally has stars, but not as much now. They need Cheruiyot, and they should do like what Jamaica would have done ever. I think Bolt maybe had one issue where he like had a bad race at trials or something. I can't remember exactly, but they named him to the team. Kenya is at a stage they need to deploy that program as well. If a guy in subsequent races has clearly proven fitness, put him on the team. I'm sorry, 3rd place dude. Maybe you'll have a chance down the road. We're talking about a guy who's won a world title. You win a world title and you'll get such deference. So yeah, put him on the team.